Hey, it's me RC. Thanks for jumping into this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about one of the most expensive towns, private road in Buckinghamshire in England. The Gerrard Cross town has one of the most expensive property in UK. The average house price in Jupla at the moment was just over £4 million. And the house on this road looks really amazing and very beautifully laid down. When we were driving down on this private road, I noticed most of the house has open a gate, and you can see pretty much everything from outside, although some has natural bars, but some of the house has private gates and you can't really see much from outside. Although the road is not very wide, but you can easily pass two cars, and I don't see much traffic on this road when I was driving across. And I think it's very quiet, and the road looks very well maintained as well, and you can see very peaceful when you're driving down. For example, look on the right side. The front garden of this house is really well maintained and very natural. Look, the other house on the front is coming. Oh, you can see the car is parked on the. Is that on the first floor? No, I think it's just above the ground floor. Check on the left side, this private entrance. You don't see anything at all, and I don't know how the property going to be look like. Oh, look at this house. I think it's one of the best house on this private road. Look, I think they are still building the front. They have one parking on the ground floor and the other parking on the just above the ground floor. Wow, you guys have two parking. Come on. This house is also well maintained garden on the front. Sorry about the camera guys, because the anti-light is really distracting the actual view. This house looks like it's located in the hillside. They have enclosed gate. Oh, is that car just popped out from the gate? Probably in the winter time, in this dark evening. I don't think you can walk alone. Is this the entrance for the house? You don't see anything from outside. Is that Shanti? Probably sounds like Asian name. This house is really open and you can see pretty much anything on the front, and it looks really big. Looks like they are in the market. I mean, there are so many houses out there, we can't see much when you're driving, but look at this house. It looks like it's located in the mini forest. You know, what happens if you come out in the evening and you see the tiger outside? They probably sell the house next day. Seems like we're going up in the hill. Look, they even cover the car. Is that to protect birds' poop? This house looks okay compared to other houses. Look at this house. Is it abandoned or people are still living in the property? I assume most of these houses has automatic car. But ever if you have manual car and your house is up in the hill, you have to be a good driver, otherwise you would really hate it, wouldn't you? It's really hard to park car every day up in the hill. The reason why I'm saying is because I'm terrible and I hate it. Look at this house. It seems they recently cut the grass and probably they hit the flower because there's a sad tree on the front. If you are coming from the crowd place, you probably really feel scared on the first few days because it's just too quiet and pretty much living in the forest. They even have blue beans. Oh, look, they have even two double garages. Oh my god. What I notice is most of these houses are 2 stories or 3 stories tall, but not bigger than that. You normally see these sort of houses only in movies or maybe on. You don't see very often in day to day if you're living in the crowded space in London. Um, this is really naturally maintained, and some of these houses are still like maintained, and you can see some construction material lives on front. This house looks more normal family house and one garage, and I think the other house also looks similar. They just have one garage or so. I didn't even realize the road speed was 20 because I think we were just doing 5 or 10 maybe. And I enjoy driving on this road. I think we did one way to other side, and then we just came back same way. Just looking at the other side of the road. The other thing I notice is although some of these houses are newly built, but you don't notice that because they still maintain the heritage and the design of the house looks similar to others. That's why it's called one of the expensive area or maybe road to live. Probably not road. I think the overall the Gerrard Cross area is one of the posh area to live in England. Although I fancy this kind of house, but in reality, can't really afford to live there. It's just too much, and probably not unless I win the lottery or something. And I'm not the guy who buys lottery every day. Maybe I should think about it and start buying lottery. You never know. Maybe one day you win the lottery, isn't it? In Rightmove, within the 1.5-mile radius from the Gerrard Cross station, the list house price for a three-bedroom semi-detached house was just over 600,000, which is still not affordable to me. And I assume the size wouldn't be the size we saw here, but I think you would have still enough space on the front and back. This house looks really huge and seems 3 stories tall. They have Range Rover, and that's a Bentley in red. Wow! But this house looks more affordable than the other one. I mean, we are just wandering around. We don't have any plan to buy or anything on this road. We can't really afford to buy anyway. But we just want to check how houses out there on this private road. Look, that one is small car and that's a big one, and it's open space, and you don't have to reboot to come out from the house in the car because you have entry road and you have exit road. This house has 4 car. Wow. Jaguar, BMW. I can't see the other two. Shall I rewind? I still can't see it. I think it's one of those people who have money, and then if they don't need to travel much, then probably it's a good place to live. I think still it's commutable distance from London. This house is still constructing or maybe refurbishing. I don't know. When I was checking Rightmove for renting the houses, one of the property I found most expensive was 12,000 plus per month. That's just ridiculous price. You hardly see any cars passing when you're driving down, but pretty much all the houses are very detached and sort of front end. I don't know what's the size of the back garden they have, but they have more than enough space on the front itself. This is big house as well. We thoroughly enjoy driving across this private road anyway. This is really nice house, very cute. And the environment was very beautiful day and sunny day, so we won't be able to see that much of very nice view on the winter, but summer is really surprises people's perspective, isn't it? Yeah, very clean as well. Look at this house, very old house, but they have really well maintained the garden. I don't know how much it would cost to maintain that size of the garden. Maybe a few thousand quid. Look at this house. This is big garden. You can build another house on the front as well. Probably not nice tree. Yeah, I mean, if you have a chance to go to that private road, please do. I'm not trying to sell anything here, but I thoroughly enjoy this tour. And one of my friend is he took me to that private road, and he told me it's probably one of the expensive houses. You can find. It's probably not the most expensive houses, but the street and private road has very pricey houses out there. Hopefully you enjoy this tour. Thanks for watching, and I'll come up with a new video next time. Please feel free to feedback me, and I hope you subscribe into my channel, and I'll come up with something next time.